But concerning the black feminists and the black females that don't want to call themselves feminists but were perpetrating themselves as feminists, it was hysterical to me. And I mentioned this in one of my tweets a couple of days ago. It was hysterical to me that concerning the situation that ended up being fake, hysterical to see how many black females, how many black feminists were aiding and siding with white women. And even with them faking this and making this situation up, they were still bashing and slandering black women in between the lines. But they didn't pay that any mind. They left that out and just focused on the black men. They went out of their way to aid and to side with these white women. Well, they're not lying. They're telling the truth. I think you need to focus on the things that they said because there was some truth in it. I don't care if it's Jane Elliott. I don't care if it's Tim Wise. I don't care if it's Jim Carrey that says something like this. I would never. You ever have somebody that would pick on your brother or your sister, and it doesn't matter what they said, even if it was some true stuff. You don't let that person talk about your people. You don't let that person bully or talk about your brother or your sister. It doesn't matter if the statement they said had some truth in it. But for some reason, we can have random white people that we don't even know on social media talk about our people. We can have random black people, random white people talk about us constantly or continuously, have us bickering against one another, and we'll side with random white people we never even seen, much less don't even know across the screen even exist, and we'll side with whatever they have to say. And we find that functional. There are over 400 comments under the post on my Instagram concerning this situation, and all you see is black women going back and forth talking about how black men, and mind you, right, in the video that I made on YouTube concerning this situation, not once did I mention black women. I mentioned black feminists, and whenever I said females or women, I was talking about black feminists, and I emphasized that a few times throughout the whole video, but not once did I put this on black women. But these black feminists will turn it around and create their agenda that black men are bashing and shaming and slandering black women, and they don't want nothing to do with black women, and even when it's about white women, they want to turn around and put it on black women. This stupid agenda that doesn't get them nowhere, that leaves them bitter and single mothers and single for the rest of their life. End up in dysfunctional relationships, never happy, and so on and so forth. And yet you want to be protected. You want to slander and bash your men, and yet you want to be protected. Who wants to protect you when all that comes out of your mouth concerning black men is BS? Nobody wants to protect you. Nobody wants to be with you. Everything that comes out of your mouth concerning black men is. And concerning my video, you didn't even take into accountability from beginning to end on anything that I had to say. I would ask some of these black feminists that will come to my page arguing. I would ask them, and not one woman that I asked, did you watch the full video? Not one woman said that they watched the full video. Not one. Not one feminist said. The most responses that I got was, I just saw the thumbnail and that was enough for me. The thumbnail, I read the caption was enough for me. I saw the first 30 seconds was enough for me. I asked them, well, if you saw the whole video, what did I advise for black people to do near the end? It don't matter. It don't matter. The ending puts everything together concerning everything that I even mentioned in the video.